We need mobility to reach the goals and destinations in our everyday life. Yet our current transport system is reaching its limits. We are facing increasing congestion, pollution and dependence on more and more expensive energy. Europe wants to stay mobile, but not at all costs. Can the European transport industry stay ahead of competitors, making the shift to alternative fuels and intelligent transport technologies? Can we rise to the challenge of reducing harmful emissions and noise pollution? Can we ensure smooth urban mobility and safe vessels and vehicles for all European citizens? We are looking to research and innovation for solutions. European research and innovation bridges the gap between academia and business and between European countries, building networks all over Europe and even wider to realise our vision for future mobility. One example is the project BEST, operating in the shipbuilding sector. 66 partners across Europe are joining forces to secure Europe's leading position in shipbuilding.
Today, two of the most important challenges of the European shipbuilding sector is to improve and develop wider green technologies and to reduce production and life cycle costs.
Innovative tools can greatly improve the efficiency of shipbuilding. Meet engineer Frank Burkhoff here in Meyerwerft. He has helped to develop a welding laser tractor which will reduce a ship's building time.
By using this system, we can massively raise the accuracy of the welds and we can raise the speed, the processing speed of mounting the plates. The welding tractor has big advantages for the shipbuilding industry because in former times we have used this conventional manually guided welding procedure. The work is much easier for the worker than before because he has only to control the system. He has not to weld manually in difficult positions anymore.
Another tool developed improving the competitiveness of Europe's shipyards is the Life Cycle Performance Assessment. It calculates the cost and efficiency of the entire life of a ship, from the building process through to operating it and the ship's dismantling. The objective indicators used include environmental costs.
For example, you have to define the development of the fuel costs over 30 years. Here we have a spider diagram where you can see all key performance indicators calculated. We have here the global warming potential. There the LNG ship is much better than the heavy fuel oil ship. When you burn LNG, you emit less CO2 than when you burn heavy fuel oil.
The competitiveness of European shipyards is therefore maintained and improved. European innovation also means harmonisation. The project EUDD Plus has developed a harmonised and simplified European train drivers' desk, making sure that the transport of goods and people is not hampered by differences in train design and technologies.
The driver in this position can have all information he needs for the mission on the display. The objective of this one is to have everywhere the same position of commands. Then for a French driver, a German driver, an English driver, if you want to find the traction controller, you have just to put the hand here.
To show the need of a new harmonised European driver desk, train drivers from all over Europe have taken part in testing it.
Mi egy magyar mozdonyvezetőfülkében vagyunk. Ez a mozdony ebben a kivitelben, ezzel a vezetőpulttal nem alkalmas határátmeneti forgalomba közlekedő személy- és tehervonatok továbbítására. Az EUDD Plus projekt tesztelte azt a vezetőpult elrendezést, amely az európai korridoron történő közlekedésnél valamennyi mozdonyvezető számára megfelelő feltételeket teremt a mozdony vezetésére. Meg tudtuk állapítani, hogy a mozdonyvezető tud alkalmazkodni ezen a jelzésekhez, tud vele vezetni, és az európai közös rendszerhez nagyon rövid időn belül alkalmazkodni.
Such a project will strengthen the Europe community because we will use the same signaling system, for example. So it will be easier for the different companies to cross borders. So it will be easier for the final passenger to move from one country to another country. So it decreases the time of traveling, it increases safety for the traveler. So it's really a great benefit for the European passenger.
It is only a matter of time before we see the mass introduction of electric cars. The researchers of the WideMob and PMob projects are already looking ahead to a radical shift towards urban electric mobility.
Safe, green, efficient and easy to drive cars in cities. In WideMob, we are offering this with one vehicle. So we have two electrical motors, one in the front, one in the rear. Splitting the power, we have independent batteries. Having independent batteries, the batteries work better. So we not just have better efficiency, but we have more reliable components. Safety specifically is important in small cars in terms of lateral and frontal crash. So we have to design the car in such a way that people staying inside could perceive immediately that the car is safe.
SMEs bring in specific expertise. Here in Polymodel, they have designed the prototype of the car.
In questo primo caso Polymodel sta costruendo un modello in polistirolo che è la prima fase del progetto, una fase in cui il modello viene realizzato, messo a terra per avere delle proporzioni tridimensionali.
On the road towards a radical shift from conventional fuels to electrical mobility, the projects are participating in an important EU effort, the European Green Car Initiative.
The Electric Green Car Initiative is very important in the long run of electrification because it allows to us and all to the other participants to develop the technologies and the solutions to implement the road transportation decarbonization.
The future of our mobility lies in innovating together. From 2014 on, Europe will be running the largest cooperative research program in the world, called Horizon 2020. Arriving at smart, green and integrated transport will be central. Europe is determined to get there, and to get there on time.